special edition of Henderson Weekly News. I'm Ryan.
And I am Ollie. This week we will be telling you all about Read Your Heart Out.
Read Your Heart Out is a celebration of Black history and culture, parents' involvement, and literacy.
Many schools in the Madison area celebrate Read Your Heart Out in February.
Let's find out more about this year's theme from our reporters, Ezra and Jabari.
I'm Ezra, and we're here with Miss Patty.
And I'm Jabari. We are here to learn about the Read Your Heart Out theme, Kujichagulia.
Miss Patty, what does that mean to you?
Well, hi, Ezra and Jabari. I'm so happy to be here with you today. Kujichagulia to me means self-determination. So that is like setting a goal and working hard to achieve it, making smart choices along the way to help you get closer to that goal and sticking with it no matter what.
Yeah. When is a time in your life when you use self-determination?
So I was thinking about this, and one thing that made a big difference in my life was when I was in second grade. I was having a really hard time learning how to read. And I had to go see a special teacher to help me learn how to read. And I noticed that a lot of my friends were able to learn how to read faster than me, and I was feeling kind of bad about myself. And at the same time, I watched my mom, who loved to read and would laugh and tell stories about books. And so I decided in my head, I want to be a reader. And I named that goal. I'm going to be a reader. And I had to work really hard. I had to stick with my teacher, and then I got to go back into a group in my class and read with some of my friends. And then I just stuck with it through elementary school. And then by the time I got to middle school, I was feeling like I was a reader. I loved to read. I would go to the library, check books out from the library. I would sit and read by myself. And I found that same kind of joy in reading that I saw in my mom. So I stuck with my goal. I had self-determination, and I got there.
I relate. Thank you for meeting with us, Miss Patty. Back to you in the studio.
Kujichagulia! Self-determination.
Kujichagulia!
Self-determination.
Kujichagulia! Self-determination.
Kujichagulia.
Self-determination.
Miss Engle has so many amazing books in the library. No matter what you're looking for, she can find a book you love.
That's true. We asked her to find some books that demonstrate Kujichagulia, and she found some great choices. Check them out.
Good morning, Henderson Tigers. This is Miss Engle coming to you from the library to wish you a happy Read Your Heart Out Day. The theme of our Read Your Heart Out Day is Kujichagulia, which means self-determination. So I want to highlight for you a few books from our library that help represent self-determination. One book is this by Amanda Gorman called Change Sings. This is one of her brand new books. And it's a beautiful book showing how little changes can make a big difference. And different examples, such as I sing with all the planet and its hills and histories. Cleaning up, making sure that we help make our world sing. This book, Pies from Nowhere, it's how Georgia Gilmore sustained the Montgomery bus boycott by doing one little thing, helping to feed people and raise money during the bus boycotts. When Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat, she helped keep that movement going. A person we don't know a whole lot about, yet she made such a big difference, a big impact with such a small piece of determination. This book, The Oldest Student, How Mary Walker Learned to Read, wow, this one really represents self-determination. Listen to her list here. In 1848, Mary Walker was born into slavery. At the age of 15, she was freed. 20, she was married and had her first child. At 68, she was still working and raising money for her church. At 114, she was the last remaining member of her family. And get this, at age 116, Mary Walker learned to read. Wow, talk about self-determination. This is also another new beautiful book in our library, The 1619 Project, Born on the Water. It's by Nicole Hannah-Jones and Renee Watson and illustrated by Nicholas Smith. I'm going to just read to you a little bit from the back here on the author and illustrator's notes. Our hope for Born on the Water is to show that Black Americans have their own proud origin story, one that did not begin in slavery, in struggle, and in strife, but that bridges the gap between Africa and the United States of America. This is a gorgeous book with beautiful illustrations throughout. These are just a few that I wanted to highlight, but we have so many books that help represent Kujichagulia, self-determination, making your name sing, making yourself proud, working hard for what you believe in, working hard to learn, working hard to help others. I hope you have fun today, listening to lots of great stories, and remember, every day is a great day to read your heart out.
The younger kids made a poster about Kujichagulia in their reach time.
They wrote about their goals and thought about what they can do to reach those goals.
Now we will hear some poems read by Amir and Kennedy. Think about what they have to do with self-determination.
Those were some lovely poems.
I'm going to read this poem by Langston Hughes. The night is beautiful, so the faces of my people. The stars are beautiful, so the eyes of my people. Beautiful also is the sun. Beautiful also are the souls of my people. The Power of First, an excerpt by Amanda Gorman. These we know as truths, not wonders. The miracle isn't just in a girl being the first. It is in her seeing that which is non-existent. It is her seeing the blank space of an untouched sky and sculpting her own dreams into emptiness. A girl who is the first is a vision and of herself.
Those were some lovely poems.
I really like all the bulletin boards that the classes at Henderson schools made for Black excellence.
Our reporters, Janai and Evelyn, recently toured the school to learn more about the people featured on the bulletin boards.
Who is your teacher and what grade are you in?
I'm in 4th grade, and our teacher is Miss Lindsay.
Who did you use for your bulletin board?
Belle Phillips.
Why is Belle Phillips important?
Because she passed the housing law in 1968 in Milwaukee.
What is your favorite fact you learned about Belle Phillips?
That she was the first African American woman to be elected to the state government and be the Secretary of State.
Thank you for teaching us about Belle Phillips.
This is the 3rd grade DLI, and the thing that I really like about this is because that when you flip them up, you'll find out who's under them.
And it really pops out with the black background and the colorful sheets of paper to just make you really notice it.
Who is your teacher and what grade are you in?
I am in kindergarten and my teacher is Miss Miller.
Who did you do your bulletin about?
I did my bulletin board about Mae Jemison
Why is Mae Jemison important?
because she was the first African American woman to go to space.
What is your favorite fact that you learned about Mae Jemison?
My favorite fact is she was the first African American woman to go to space.
Thank you for teaching us about Mae Jemison. Hi, right now we're going to be talking about first grade ELI's bulletin board. I really like that even the first graders are learning about Dr. Virginia Henderson. I'm really proud that we're named after a strong black woman, Dr. Henderson.
Thanks, Janaya and Evelyn. The fifth grade classes wrote reports about important African Americans for history and today.
Some of our classmates narrated their reports.
Maya was born on June 11th, 1989. She was raised by her mother, Catherine. When she was young, Maya's mother gave her a toy basketball hoop. Maya played in high school basketball in Georgia. She and her team won 3 titles in college. Maya played for the University of Connecticut. She helped her team win in the NCAA. Maya was the WNBA's leading scorer and her MVP in 2014 and 2017. She led the Lynx to its 4th WNBA title. Maya was also the MVP at the 2015 and 2017 All-Star Games. Maya Moore has won 4 WNBA championships.
Malcolm X fought for the rights and freedoms for black people and for them to be treated the same way as white people. He spoke out and fought and helped many black people. Then one day it was all working out and he was happy because all his learning and speaking, fighting and listening were working. Unfortunately, some people didn't agree with him and assassinated him.
Tyler was born on September 13, 1969. Taylor has directed more than 20 movies. His movies have earned over $1 billion, and he has created many TV shows as well. He is known for playing the role of Medea and plays and movies. He is a director, actor, producer, and screenwriter. Tyler started the Perry Foundation in 2006. It helped communities all around the world. Taylor's studio opened that year. It has expanded over time. The Atlanta studio is one of the largest in America.
Chadwick Boseman enjoyed martial arts, and as a child, he liked playing baseball. He was born November 29th, 1976. Chadwick Boseman landed his first TV and movie role in 2008. His big break. Chadwick Boseman first started as a Marvel's Black Panther in 2016. Chadwick Boseman learned he had colon cancer and he lost the battle. He was a great actor. He inspired a lot of children with his Black Panther role. Enjoy, guys.
In 1977, Mae went to college to become a doctor. She helped sick and hungry people in Asia and Africa, but Mae was still interested in space. May got a job at NASA. She began training for flying in space. In 1992, May blasted into space on the shuttle Endeavour. She was the first African American woman to fly in space. May did experiments on herself and the crew. She wanted to see the effects of space on health. May gave speeches about her time in space. She also was on TV. May left NASA in 1993. That same year she started her own company. In 1994, she began a science camp for kids. She wanted to work with young people. In 2001, May wrote an autobiography for kids called Find Where the Wind Goes. Moments from my life. May Jemison has worked hard to follow her dreams. Now she is helping kids follow theirs.
Ali, have you ever heard the song Lift Every Voice and Sing?
Yes, I have. It is called the Black National Anthem.
Miss Lindsay Meyerhart recorded a version of it for our school. As you listen to it, please enjoy it. The artwork was created by the students.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as
Guys,
the
thanks for joining us for this special edition of the Henderson Weekly News.
Stay tuned for next week's birthdays, and we'll see you next week.